The account of Alastair Locke, son of Bartholomew, pilot of the Whistling Meteor, known to my crew as Gyrfalcon for reasons I'll not disclose here. After a long journey, the crew of the Whistling Meteor finally reached the mining colony on Zanzivis IX. Aezsh and Enid were greeted with the sight of their home asteroid overrun with insect-like creatures and shrouded in darkness. I landed the ship within a protective field that kept the bug creatures at bay. On our way to the residential area, we found the bodies of several colony workers apparently slain by the bug creatures. Some of the creatures had entered the colony proper and attacked us. They were weak in small numbers, but unsettling. We found Aezsh's home vacant and seemingly untouched, but we found Enid's apartment ravaged. Something terrible had happened. In a panic, Enid ran to her father's bedroom. She found her father's body reaching under the bed. As was her way, she clung to her best friend for support, and we gave her a moment of silence to grieve. Kida said a prayer, and I bowed my head along with her. Grikiki looked under the bed and found that Enid's father was reaching for a mysterious silver sword. But as far as Enid knew, her father had no combat training or experience. We examined the sword and it had a word on it in Elvish. Maybe the name of a person Enid's father knew. Maybe the name of the weapon itself. We may never know. I neither know nor have any ideas about its significance. I know little of the language and customs of Elvish people. Even though Enid's heart was breaking, she had not forgotten her mother or Aezsh's parents. She took the sword and an onyx figurine from the apartment, and we continued our search. But the med bay and research labs yielded just a few more corpses and bugs. We had one choice, though our friends were loath to take it. We went to the surface to approach the entrance of the mine, but the field that repelled the bugs did not extend all the way. There was at least 150 feet of bug-infested territory between us and the door to the mine shaft. We found ourselves at an impasse that we had to overcome. After much debate, we decided to use the ship to get close, make our way down to the surface, and use magic to open small patches of the swarm. This would give us precious seconds to unlock and open the door to the mine. Ratha volunteered to pilot the ship. No sooner did we start our approach did the bugs attack us. But with pistols and magic, we kept them at bay, even when they started flying out to attack. The first to land on the surface was Belloryn, who used his unique levitation magic to cushion his fall, and then cast Thunderwave to clear our path. Kida followed, jumping into the midst of the swarm with her new magic glove, sending waves of electricity around him. Aezsh tied a rope from the edge of the deck. Ratha ran into difficulty moving the ship, and the rope hovered above the swarm. This prompted us to change our original plan. I swung from the rope to reach the door. Then I picked the lock, but the damnable door was too heavy for me to wrench open. Fortunately, the rest of the crew, sans Ratha, followed suit and made it to the surface safely. As we fought to keep the bugs back, Grikiki made it to the door and opened it. With a few more spells, shots, and strikes, we made it inside and shut the horde out. The entrance to the mine was lit by a single candle. That candle went out almost as soon as we were all inside. We heard an ominous thunk of something being dragged across the floor. Thank the one true God, Aezsh could see the source of the noise. We used magical light to dispel the darkness. And then from the shadows emerged a single figure, and Aezsh called out, "Theo."
Awesome. Clap, 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 clap. Thank you, Will. That was great.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome, Will.
6 of you are in the mine shaft of Zanzivis IX. There is this human male who has limped up to you in the tunnel. So the mine shaft itself is a relatively smooth bore, probably 10 feet in diameter. The floor is fairly smooth. It looks like vehicles are designed to roll down here with ease. You see kind of flecked in the walls, little very dim purple glows here and there, just kind of randomly scattered throughout the wall. of this mine shaft. This man that you are looking at is does not look well. He looks quite sick. Furthermore, the right half of his face and his right hand have these traces of purple lightning that also emit a faint light that is identical to the light that you see from the little specks in the wall. He has a staff that he's limping along on. He is missing his left leg entirely. He does not, he does not look like the last time you and Aezsh saw him, Enid. He looks unwell, just holistically, as well as, is traced with this kind of purple, crackly lightning energy. He kind of hobbles into your guys' dark vision and peers. You guys do have some natural light from the candle, and I believe Gyrfalcon has a source of light as well. He kind of peers into the darkness, says, Enid, Aezsh, how is it possible? Who are you all?
Theo, and I'm gonna run to him and give him a hug.
Okay. You go up to hug him, and he kind of takes a faltering step back and holds his hand out. He says, No, don't touch me. It's dangerous. Did you kill all the bugs? How did you get down here?
We heard something happened, and so we flew.
We brought our ship here. We have a ship, but we just flew it nearby and cleared enough bugs to get through the door and shut it back behind us.
We've got to get you out of these. We've got to get you out of this mine quickly.
Why? What's going on in the mine? Where is everyone?
Something down here. It killed Mark. It didn't kill me because, and he gestures at the right side of his face.
What is that? What happened to you?
We got exposed to the website. We've got to get out of here before it finds you.
Why are you in here then? If this place is bad.
It was the only place I could escape the Mind Flayer attack.
The Mind Flayer attack?
What?
Mind Flayer attack?
They attacked the colony. We've got to get out of here. We've got to get you out of here. If it shows up when you're here, it'll kill you.
What's
Is there
it?
anyone else?
It's a horrible monster. Mark was the only one. He killed him. I don't know. Is there anybody else left in the station? I haven't been out for months.
We saw some. There were a few bodies, but hardly anyone was left. There are so many more. A tiny fraction of bodies were there.
We thought they would be in
Where could everyone else
here.
have gone? Yeah, we thought they would be in here where we found you.
I'm the only one. The Mind Flayers must have taken them all. But we've got to get out of here quick. We've got to get you out of here. You guys hear deep in the mine a low rumble.
What did he say caused the electricity thingy? I didn't understand the word.
The website. It's the ore that was being mined on Zanzivis IX. Can you get us out? If you blast your way in, can you blast your way out?
If our
Certainly try.
Potentially. If we
our
can
person
reach.
who flew the ship can get it back over to us, we only just dropped off here, so
Well, get the signal going then. We got to get you out of here before the thing comes.
That's a bit easier said than done.
Looking out the window, do we see anyone?
Give me a perception check, Enid.
13.
13. Okay. You go to look out the window and you see one of the bugs looking in right at you.
Oh. Yeah, I see nothing.
Well, how are we
wait,
going to signal Ratha?
I don't know. She has to be further than 120 feet. I mean, I guess we can
Yeah,
try. But, like, no way in hell. I don't know.
How quickly, I turn to Thea, how quickly can you move?
I can move quick enough.
We could try and have one of us make a run for it to get Ratha to come.
Okay. How will she see us? How will she know we're out there?
Yeah, we would have to get back within the confines of the safe area over by the lift. Would like the fence be something we could climb? Like whatever.
It was
keeping the
not
bugs
a
out?
visible fence. It was some sort of invisible barrier that you guys couldn't see. The impression is that you can just walk right through that.
Okay.
How far we did someone cast prestidigitation last time to let her know that we were okay, right? Would we be
Yeah,
able to-
Belloryn's been doing his prestidigitation communication stuff, and my recollection is the plan was to do some kind of prestidigitation like on the other side of the door that she might be able to see.
Yeah.
But shouldn't she be underground again already?
And she hasn't been away that long. She might still be within line of sight. Let's try and signal her
Guess
and
we can try.
see if she comes back.
Do you want to just try it all? One of us can cast a message. The other person can cast prestidigitation and hope something sticks.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay, Belloryn, what kind of image are you making with your prestidigitation?
Excellent question. So I'm trying to get under this. I'm trying to do the prestidigitation under a barrier. Is that
So the situation right now is you guys are just inside the mine doors. The doors are double doors. Each door has a window in it. One of the windows has a candle in it. The doors open outwards. They're quite heavy, as you guys discovered. They seem to lock automatically from the inside, so Falcon had to pick them. And you're in this about 10-foot diameter mine shaft going down with like all the purple sparkles. So there is like a seam in like between the double doors and then around the doors, not enough that like the bugs can get in, obviously, or get a purchase to open the door, but that you probably could cast through.
all right?
To create an illusion or effect on the other side of the doors where theoretically Ratha or anybody watching will be able to see it.
All right. I am going to attempt to prestidigitate the insignia of the whistling meteor on the other side of the door.
Okay, great. Ratha, give me your perception check, please.
Can I also assist with that by casting minor illusion to make like a loud noise?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So roll with advantage, Ratha.
It's just going to be like a shout of like, "Hey, Ratha, we need you back here," but like incredibly loud with minor illusion.
Okay, thank goodness for that advantage. Let's see, 19.
So Ratha, you know your situation. You are where we ended your scene. So you're looking at the mine shaft entrance. You see them create the symbol of the whistling meteor and create a loud noise, indicating that, you know, they're ready for pickup.
I will I'm still in my current form. I'm still in like
Yes.
the cat thing.
Yes. Yes.
I will get to where I can jump over to like what we talked about, like
Yes. Yeah. Bound. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Great. So you can get to the doors. Are you just going to like buzz them basically and then bound back to safety, or are you going to try to land and clear it of bugs?
I'm gonna try and like get to safety. Is that the first thing you said? I'm trying to
Yeah.
just get there as quick as I
Basically,
can.
yeah. So basically, you could like buzz the window and like hit the ground and push off immediately to bound to something else, and then keep yourself safe. Or you could land at the doors and fight the bugs that are assembled there.
I will try. I will do that, but I want to. When I know that like I am within range where they can probably hear me roar very loudly, whatever like that prepared action would be,
Yeah.
I'm going to roar as loudly as I can. So
Got it.
I would I don't know how loud a cat can
Yeah.
roar.
Yep.
And get
Okay.
like through the door, but something.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you guys do your presentation, minor illusion. You hear about 30 seconds later, you hear a loud roar that you recognize from the time that Ratha turned into that feline creature on the Rock of Brawl to help you with the heist.
What is she doing? Is she not flying the ship?
Yeah, cat.
Can we see anything out the window? Can we see her out the windows at all?
Yeah,
or
give me
is
a
it just
give me a
covered in
perception
bugs?
check, Aezsh.
17 actually.
Okay, you're looking through the window. One of the bugs shifts briefly, and you look out. You see this moorhound figure on a rocky promontory outside, amongst the bugs, basically. And you see this moorhound bounding between these rocky promontories to say like one step ahead of the bugs as they try to like swarm up to attack it.
Guys, I don't think Ratha's coming with the ship. She's like running around outside with the bugs.
Oh, that's not good.
Unfortunate.
She seems okay. She's in that crazy cat thing form, the like creature that she transformed into before. It looks like, I'm pretty sure that's her. I'm assuming that's her.
Maybe we should open the door.
Is she close? Can she get in here?
Can we open the door and let? Do you think we can?
You
open the door and
you
get
can
her in?
absolutely open the door. What's going to happen then is bugs are going to swarm in, basically. So you've got to figure out some kind of timing communication strategy here for communicating to Ratha that you want her to bound in, and then somehow clearing the bugs out so that they don't swarm in.
Okay, Theo, stand back. We're gonna try and let our friend in.
Right.
We should just open the door until there's a run.
What's that?
Little? Can we open the door just a little?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you just push it open. You're pretty sure that if you push it open a little bit, the bugs are gonna like grab onto it and force it open and then swarm in.
We can do more thunder waves. I can open the door, cat comes in, and then we just go.
Okay,
I
how are
really
you
do
gonna
that?
We just need to
how are you gonna
signal this to
communicate?
Ratha.
Yeah, exactly. How are you gonna communicate his plan to Ratha as she's bounding around out there?
I'm hoping
Can
she'll
we
see
send-
the open door and then she'll just run into it because bugs are chasing her.
Anybody
Oh.
have message?
I was about to say
Oh,
we're
yeah, I can
close,
cast
so we
message
Message
chat.
works, but I could also just keep basically shouting at her with minor illusion.
Kida has unlimited opportunity attacks, and the bugs are gonna have to go past somebody on their way in.
That
That's
is
a good
true.
idea. That's a good idea.
I am ready.
We post
I was
up
just-
Kida in the door, open the
Look
door,
at
and she's
go.
just all the bugs.
I support this plan.
Yeah, is that what you guys want to do?
Works for me.
Oh yeah, Kida can hold the door. Belloryn and I can try and communicate to Ratha. And
Okay.
if any get by, everyone else can protect Theo.
Yep.
I
Great.
don't know exactly how this works, but can I ready a steady aim and gunshot action?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Alright.
can support.
All right, are we sticking with this thunder wave plan?
Or are you just going to let Kida hold the door?
If any slip past Kida, we can do something about him. But
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ready anything yet. I want to see how this plays out before I fry Kida again.
All right, I'll stand in front of
Appreciate that.
Enid and Aezsh's friend and
Okay.
keep him covered.
Okay, Grikiki, you're probably on door detail. Okay. Okay, great. So Grikiki leans on the door, opens it up. Pretty much as soon as she does, bugs start to pour in. Kida's right there. Whack, whack, whack. One hit, one dead. Ratha bounds over them. The door shuts. A couple of other bugs straggle in. Gyrfalcon picks them off. So Ratha, you are in your moorhound form in the mine shaft entrance, having successfully navigated that.
how does she look? Oh, sorry.
She's injured.
I'm like shaking off, like licking, like I'm hurting. I'm like slightly panicked. Whatever that looks like.
Ratha,
in
what
cat
happened?
form.
I'm no druid, but she doesn't look too great.
And I'm like pointing my stout up, like, I'm like taking my paw, and I'm like,
Was it the
If I
flying
cast-
insects?
If I were to cast message, could she mentally respond?
I think she wants us to look up. Can I look out the window and up?
I'm like going to the window, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna know
guys
where she's
you guys
pointing.
already like kind of tried to look up, and that's where the bugs were. So let's see, whisper a message. This target hears the message and can reply in a whisper. So it's a whisper. So it would
Okay,
require her to
gotcha.
audibly communicate.
Gotcha.
But Ratha, you can change back because you still have another wild shape use if you want.
yeah, I'll go ahead and just transfer back into my humanoid form.
Okay.
Excuse me. What?
Okay. Ratha becomes her normal elven druid shape. Theo's kind of looking on in a little bit of alarm, and Theo is processing all of this, and he says, we've got to get, do you understand? We have to get out of here. This thing is going to kill all of you.
We're working on that. This is our friend who is flying the ship. Ratha, what happened? Where's the ship?
Ship's gone. I was attacked, and
The ship's gone.
What do you
Gone?
mean the ship's gone?
Gone?
It is hovering right above us. There's somebody who stole it. I don't know what's happening. They left a
Someone
note.
stole our ship!
Yes.
What?
I will kill them!
What happened? Who stole the ship?
Some dude dressed all in black. He like came up behind me. Apparently he was on the ship the whole time. I was trying to leave to like look out for y'all's message, and then he just like stabbed me, and like, or no, I'm sorry, no, I don't even remember. He shot me with like 2 crossbows. I almost died, and then I came back and the ship was gone, and now it's hovering. It's still here, it's still in the pocket of the asteroid, but he's like hovering right outside because he left some note. He says, bring he wants Kida. I don't know what's going on. He says he will only negotiate with us if we bring Kida.
Oh, we'll bring her.
And yeah.
It brings quite a few things. I
That
think.
black's gonna have a lot of red on it if I find that guy.
Did he refer to me by name or did he say Tabaxi?
He said Tabaxi.
Okay.
He said bring the Tabaxi alone.
Alone? As in just you and her?
I think just Kida.
Oh.
Well, I've got these lovely new gloves that just itching to get some more use out of them.
But the question now is, how do we get out there without the ship?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm like very badly injured right now, and I just know I needed to get to y'all as quickly as I could.
Can you help her, Theo?
Yeah, Theo, I don't know if you have
Can you
any
help
of your
with
medical
Theo?
supplies here, but
Yeah.
Theo.
is there anything you could do to help her?
Oh, yeah, Theo like hobbles up and looks at her, and he's like, I can start tending her, but we've got bigger priorities, which is getting out of this mine before you're all killed.
I keep saying you. What will happen to you?
It
Then what are you-
ignores me because I've got the. And he points at the purple veins on his face again. He's like, I'm infected by the website. It doesn't recognize me or something.
What about this? And I'll hold up my necklace made out of that side.
Oh, I mean, maybe that'll help one of you, but it killed Mark because he didn't have any. He wasn't contaminated by the website. It killed him, just in a flash.
What was it?
It's some horrible like tunneling insect monstrosity thing.
Do you
Well,
have to
can
be
we-
infected, or can you just hold it?
Ah.
Yeah.
We
I don't know all the technical details. I
Well,
just know if you're down here, it's probably gonna kill you.
Okay. Point of order. This is in character. We just spent over a month trying to get here. Have you seen Enid's mother or Aezsh's parents?
Before
Yeah,
he
now.
answers, he's tending to Ratha. Ratha, you get 3 hit points back. He kind of uses a medical kit on you. Theo looks over at Geofag and he says, as soon as the mind flayers attacked me and Mark, we hung out and we hid out in the mine. I don't know what happened to everybody else. You said that there weren't many bodies, so they must have taken them all.
Do we know who
Taken?
Mark is? Who is Mark?
You don't know.
Oh,
who
a
that
mystery
is.
Mark.
Yes, mystery.
Mystery man.
It's bro.
Bro. It's always rough to lose your bro.
Could we try and use the thunder wave targeted and just make a run for it to get back to the safe zone?
How many do we have left?
Not sure.
I've got it. I've got that under control.
Theo, can we run through? Or do we know if Enid and Aezsh know if like that whatever field is keeping the bugs at bay is something that we could just walk through?
Give me an Arcana check, Aezsh.
18.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that there's not actually a physical barrier around the station. At least when you guys were here, you could just kind of walk back and forth. So you're suspicious that it is some sort of magical or auditory or protection against, bugs, who knows, but some kind of barrier that just prevents them passage, but you think you could run right past it.
Okay.
So there's a big tunneling bug. Theo?
Apparently.
I don't know if it's tunneling. It travels the tunnels, but yeah, it's some horrible bug-like monstrosity.
Why don't we just kill it?
It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, we're adventurers.
How
Where-
big is huge?
I mean, it fills the whole tunnel. It's terrible.
How
Is it
big
the-
is the tunnel?
The tunnel's about 10 feet in diameter, right here.
Is it the only one you've seen?
I don't really catalog him. Whenever it comes around, I kind of hide.
We're actually 1-0 for killing giant evil bug monsters. Well,
I mean, even if we
that
do
first
kill it,
time
what
we
are we
tried-
doing then? Are we just going to hide out here while someone has our ship? Like, we need to get our ship back.
Well, sometimes if you kill
good
like
point.
the queen insect, like maybe that would have an effect on the other bugs.
That's fair. How did
Yeah.
you get
Good
infected
idea.
with the website? What happened?
I slept near it for too long, I think.
So it's something that you have to be around it for a long time to be infected.
How long have you been
it-
hiding
it-
here?
It started a couple days in. I've been here for months. I've been here since the attack.
Oh, I see.
When was the attack?
That's really hard. It's really hard to keep track of time. God, I don't know. I'd start making tick mocks, but maybe 50, 60 daylight cycles.
How have you been surviving down here? Do you have rations, food, water?
I think this like messes with my physiology.
Interesting.
I say we need to get back. If there's no one left on this asteroid anyway, then that's no love lost from us.
I can tell you all about it, but we've got to get out of this mine.
Yeah, I'd say we have to get our way back to the regular quarters, to wherever we can get our ship. Ratha, is the ship hovering above the landing area?
He's kind of he's still like in the air, or I don't remember exactly, but he isn't like out in space. He is still here, but he's not really near the landing. He's kind of like in between where we are and like the landing space, if I remember correctly.
Well,
okay, then.
Like we can see him easily once we get out there.
Is the rope still hanging down?
I mean, I didn't move it.
Could you see the rope from the bridge?
I don't know. Could I see the rope on the bridge?
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
So he wouldn't know if we boarded the ship?
Aha.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
A way in.
Regardless, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah. We need to get back.
Okay, so
I think we're gonna have to make a dash for it.
So we get back to the safe zone, get back on the ship, kill the son of a whore that stole it from us, and then regroup.
Great plan. Let's go.
I am totally okay with that.
All right.
Okay, so what's the plan?
So are we coordinating thunder waves, or are we just all gonna?
I think what we could do is we could have one thunder wave sent out by like Belloryn, and then we all just kind of run into it. I can jump ahead and slam some bugs with the equivalent, but I think mostly we're just running for it. Unless we wanted to try.
Are we running for the station or for the rope?
Ships. Oh. It might be too
Theo
high
is
to
not.
reach.
I don't think Theo is gonna be able to get up on the rope. Not in his condition.
Maybe just safe zone first until we can figure out a better plan.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get to the safe zone. And we're gonna have to make sure that Theo can keep up. We don't want to outpace him too badly.
We should probably close the door back too.
Yeah.
Maybe I could carry Theo?
I mean, he said he could keep pace, but...
Okay.
I don't remember if he was limping
Does
or
that
not.
sound good with you, Theo? You think you can
He's missing an
keep up
entire
with us
leg.
as we
Okay,
head across?
maybe carry.
I can probably keep up.
All right, we're gonna try. Okay, we're gonna try and get you back into the station.
That's not me. I'm worried about it. It's all of you.
We'll be fine.
Right.
Wait, well, the bugs won't attack you, will they?
Did the little bugs leave you alone, or just the big one?
I don't know about little bugs. I haven't seen any little ones in the mine.
I'll too.
Well,
Experiment
see a lot
time.
of them.
Science.
Give us a chance to save somebody, damn it.
Yeah, let's give this a try. Who wants? Belloryn, are you going first to try and clear some of them out?
Yes. So
Okay, so are you guys going to time your initiative basically?
Yeah, like Belloryn first.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Belloryn's
like-
first. Who's after Belloryn?
I can go after because I can run
Kida?
twice as fast.
Okay, who's after Kida?
At that point,
There,
I think it's a big.
kind of whatever.
I'll go after Kida.
Geofalcon. Okay, who's after Geofalcon?
I'll go.
We should make sure
after.
there's pockets of thunder wave everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Aezsh. Okay, who's after Aezsh?
I'll go after Aezsh.
Ratha. Okay, who's after Ratha?
I'll go.
Enid. Okay.
And we'll put
And
Theo
then
in the middle.
Grikiki is pulling up the rear.
And making sure that
Okay.
Theo gets along.
Okay.
Before we go, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about the spell. I didn't know it would do what it did. I was just trying to cast what Belloryn cast. I didn't mean to freak anyone out or hurt anybody with it. So.
Well,
Sorry.
we're all,
Okay.
we're
That's
all
okay.
still alive.
It's
okay,
a
Enid.
very cool spell. I think if we can direct it towards our enemies, it'll and freak them out, it'll be even better.
Makes me glad you're on our side.
I just go over and give Enid a hug.
Oh, hug.
Okay.
This is-
So,
Did Ratha not hear the horrible screaming?
He was getting shot.
no,
with a
she did.
crossbow.
She totally did.
Oh,
Yeah.
she thought it was her own screaming from the crossbow bolt. Though.
Right. Okay. Grikiki throws the door open, starting at the top with Belloryn.
All right, I move to the front of the group. Focus.
You're already. I'm going to assume you're at.
yeah,
I'm going to assume
okay.
you're at the front.
Okay, so
Um,
at the
Grikiki throws the door
ready,
open.
releasing Thunderwave, the cube directly ahead of me.
Okay, great. So that's a 20-foot cube.
15.
15-foot cube. Okay, great. Okay, you hurl out Thunder Wave. You see it pulp about 6 bugs that are in your way.
All right.
And then any movement?
I am going to use my tempestuous magic to, instead of going straight up, I'm going to aim at an angle.
Yep.
And
Great.
to keep pace with whatever Kida does with whatever movement I have.
Okay, great. That's a 10-foot fly, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You fly up at an angle out of the door. So you pulped the bugs immediately in front of the door. As you're looking around, you notice that there are a couple of bugs sort of on top of the door that did not get hit by your thunder wave.
Okay.
Kida.
Okay, I'm going to run out into the open space he created, and then I'm
Okay.
going to leap and kind of get as far ahead into the bugs that I can and
Okay.
slam down.
Okay. Are you wanting to get as far as you can into the bugs, or are you wanting to create a burst that's adjacent to the one that Belloryn just cleared?
Burst adjacent, basically.
Okay, great. All right,
So
give
jumping
me
into the middle, but
yes. Okay, great. Give me athletics or acrobatics.
that is an 8.
8. Okay. So you make it, but 2 of the things attack you. Both of them hit. Each of them do 3 points of damage, so 6 points of damage total. You land, smash down the glove. This wave of water and electricity emanates out from you and fries a huge circle of bugs around you. Falcon.
Okay, I'm gonna use cunning action to dash out to where Kida just landed,
Okay.
and can I shoot at one of the bugs that's attacking Kida, or are they?
She actually just killed the ones that attacked her, but you can now see. So you guys have cleared 45 feet of the 150 that you need to get to the safe area. So there's more bugs between you and that safe area that you can blast.
Okay, then I'll open fire.
Great.
Sorry, I must do maths now. That's a total of 14 to attack.
All right, 14 hits. You zap the thing with salamander and little bug goo splatters all over the place. You've cleared a little bit more of a hole in that direction. So you guys are about 50 out of 150 feet to go. Aezsh.
Aezsh is gonna run out his 30 feet of movement, and does he see the ones that are like above that were above the door that didn't get clear? Did he notice those?
I don't think his. Well, let's see. What's your passive perception? 14. Yeah, you see some movement, and glancing up, you spot the ones above you.
Okay, he's gonna, instead of trying to clear further ahead, he's gonna turn around and shoot one of the ones that was above the door behind.
Great.
Without Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Getting not great. 12 to hit.
Okay. The creature kind of sees the blast coming and skitters to the side.
Cool. And that's it for him.
Okay, Ratha.
After seeing what Kida was doing, she's gonna transform back into her like cat-like creature, and just kind of trying to do something similar, like to kind of bound along.
Okay. Yeah, and is that a bonus action to transform for Ratha?
I can't remember.
So...
That wild change. It's a bonus action, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you can take your movement, and then you can bound from the kind of safe area to like a rocky promontory, if you want.
How close would it put me?
That would put you 50 feet away from the safe zone, so it would be another move action for you to get there.
Yeah, I want to try to get as close as I can.
Okay, great. So Ratha kind of bounds away from you guys onto a little rocky outcropping. Enid.
I'm just going to run forward into the clear tunnel.
Okay.
And then I probably can't get to any place where there's going to be a bunch of them together for Thunderwave.
Right.
So I'll just throw Acid Splash at 2 of them.
Okay.
And
The ones in the direction that you're going, or the ones behind you above the door?
I'll do the ones behind us above the door.
Okay.
They have to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
And it's DC something.
That one succeeds. Okay.
Cool.
You throw an acid splash, and it just completely dissolves one of the bugs. The other one kind of skitters away.
Cool.
Grikiki, or actually Theo is before Grikiki. Theo limps out and gets adjacent to Kida. Grikiki.
Does it look like Theo is gonna keep up?
Yes.
Also, can I see the ship and the rope? Where are they in relation to us?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
19.
Yes. So glancing up into the sky, the starry night above, you spot the whistling meteor. You do not see any rope dangling down from it. It's about 400 feet up.
Okay. Grikiki will just run into the open space following her buddies.
Okay, great. Okay, bad guys. One of the bugs hops down and scuttles towards Aezsh and attempts to hit him and misses. Kida, you and Theo are pretty much right in the front there. A couple of bugs swarm towards you. One hit for 3 points of damage. And bugs begin to swarm from the sides, but they don't engage with anybody yet. Back to the top, Belloryn.
The 3 that are on top of the door, are they still up?
There was only one left. Enid melted the other one, and it jumped down and attacked Aezsh.
Okay. Where am I? Was I able to keep pace with Kida?
You could this round. You could move. You could take your move action to get next to Kida and do another thunder wave to clear another swath.
That's what we're going to do. I'm going to use my bonus action to convert 2 sorcery points to a first level spell slot.
Okay.
I move up basically side by side with Kida and focus the cube ahead of us, careful not to envelop any of the party.
All right, great. No problem. Okay. You pulp another 6 of the things that are in front of you. So you guys are now have about 65 out of 150 feet cleared to your destination. Kida.
I'm gonna do the same thing as last round. I'm gonna
Great.
run up, leap in, kind of create that circle.
Yep. Go ahead and roll your athletics or acrobatics.
If I can. Okay, that is a 12.
Okay. This time you manage to evade them attacking you. You slam down, send out a wave of energy, clear it out. So you guys are now 95 out of 150 feet cleared. Gyrfalcon.
Questions real quick. First of all, can I see any bugs that are engaging with anybody else in the party?
Yeah, so right now, you, Aezsh, Belloryn, Grikiki, and Enid all have bugs like on the side of you guys. So you guys basically like cleared a path and ran down that path, and then bugs kind of swarmed in from the sides. So right now, you all are surrounded by bugs again, basically.
Okay, second question. How far can I move with a dash and then my movement action?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. And so Belloryn just opened up another 15-foot cube in front of
And
me.
then Kida did another 30 beyond that.
Okay. I guess the best thing for me to do would be to move up to where they're standing and fire another shot into the horde in front of us.
There is, so since there are bugs on you, you're going to provoke opportunity attack unless you disengage from those bugs. So you could take a cunning action, disengage, move, and then a dash to get like right up to the front of this cleared area.
Okay, then yeah, I'll cunning action, disengage, then take my movement action to get up to the front, and then I'll shoot forward.
So your movement's not going to get you all the way to the front because they just cleared another 45 feet of bugs, and your movement's only 30, and you were kind of already in the back. So if you wanted to get to the front, you would not have your attack, basically.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I'll since Belloryn and Kida are handling the front side, I'll fire into the side. I'll fire into the walls on the sides of us to.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you could shoot one of the ones that's threatening you even, and if you waste it, then you won't. You'll only have one attack of opportunity on you.
All right, then I guess I'll do that.
Okay.
That is an 18.
18. All right, you hit it and destroy it. The other one slashes out at you, does 3 points of damage to Gyrfalcon, but you manage to get to the front of the cleared area here. Aezsh, there are a couple of bugs attacking you.
Okay, he's going to try and blast one of the ones that's currently on him.
Okay.
Getting a 21 to hit.
All right. Yeah, you burn a hole through it.
And then how many he's just going to run from there. So one more, one's going to try an opportunity to attack him.
Yep. All right. And that one hits for 3 points of damage.
All right.
Ratha. So you could take your movement to get to the safe area at this point if you want.
How close is Belloryn to me?
Belloryn is about, so he was there, so he's about 100 feet. Well, before you move, he's about 60 feet because it's on a hypotenuse.
Okay. And how many bugs are like in the, well, I guess once I get to the safe zone, it's like, they can't get in there, right? As far as I know.
Yep.
Are there any bugs that are getting, like they're about to probably attack anybody in the party?
Yeah. So Grikiki and Enid both have 2 bugs that are threatening them.
Okay, let's see. Can I get to them?
You could get to them. So right now you're on like this rocky outcropping, like away from the rest of the party. So you would be jumping back towards them, and then you would be surrounded by bugs.
Okay. Okay, I will jump to the safe zone area.
Okay. Okay. Great. And then you still have an action if you want to take one.
Can I just like ready an action in case like one of them tries to get like one good swipe at somebody who's trying to get into the safe zone? I can kind of like pod it.
Yeah.
Like anybody who's coming in, like anybody who's since I'm ahead of everyone. Yeah.
Yep. Great. Okay, Enid, there's 2 bugs attacking you.
Do I need to start, just in terms of distance, dashing in order to catch up with the safe pocket?
That would be the best thing. Yeah, you're a little bit, towards the back of the group. So if you dashed, you would get to the front of the group, and that would make it a lot easier to carry on.
Okay. I'm gonna use. Dang it! Do I really want to dash? I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to use quickened meta magic, so I can still have my action to dash and just cast. I'm gonna do acid splash again.
Okay, great.
The 2 that are right here, and then I can
still
dash after that.
Dexterity saving throw. What's the DC for the dex?
14.
14. Okay. One of them skitters away. The other one gets melted.
Awesome. And then I'll take my action to dash.
And on its opportunity attack, it clips you for 3 points of damage.
All right.
Okay. Grikiki.
What about Theo?
Oh, I'm sorry. Theo. Theo's going to dash. He provokes opportunity attacks. One of them hits, but he is still up. So he makes it up to kind of the clear area around Kida.
Is everybody in the safe zone at this point?
Yes, except for you.
Okay, then Grikiki will dash into the safe zone.
Okay, great. Okay, neither attack hits you. Okay, the bugs kind of swarm in. Grikiki, 2 of them close with you and attempt to attack and do not succeed. The others just kind of close distance. Back to the top, Belloryn.
How much more space do we have to clear before we
You have about 50 feet.
All right. I am going to once again take a bonus action to convert my last 2 sorcery points to another 1st level slot.
Okay.
I am going to move up to parallel with Kida, straight ahead of me, same as before Thunderwave.
Great. Okay. A whole bunch of the things, Kida. Rinse and repeat.
Yep, same thing.
All right, roll it.
Running ahead. That is a 15. I'm slowly
15.
increasing my rolls.
All right, you smash down and pulp all the bugs. So there's basically just like 2 bugs between the clear area that Kida just made and where Ratha is at the edge of the safe zone. So you guys could just run for it, provoke opportunity attacks, or you could be a little more careful depending on what you want to do. Falcon.
Okay. So I guess I'll attack a bug. I guess I'll shoot at a bug that's attacking me, and then move and then cutting action dash.
Yep, that would work.
All right. Come on, magic pistol. 9.
Okay. No good. You miss it. But the 2 bugs that were attacking you, as well as the 2 that are between you and the safe zone, miss on their opportunity attacks. And you are through. And actually, they only have 1 reaction. So the bugs between you guys and Ratha are can't hurt you. Just the ones that are threatening you right now. Aezsh.
Ash.
Yep. That's a critical. And a miss. So Aezsh takes 6 points of damage.
All right.
But you make it there safely. Ratha, yeah, people are running past the bugs to get to you. You want to do anything?
Not really. I'll just kind of like
Okay.
greet everybody and step away. Like
What's up,
purring or
guys?
something like
Welcome.
a cat. I don't know.
Yep. Enid?
Dash.
Okay. Okay, the opportunity attacks miss. You get to the safe area. Theo gets 1 hit. He's still okay. He's hobbling in. Grikiki?
How far am I behind the last person?
You're like right around 60 feet.
Okay, I'll dash.
Okay. And 1 hit on Grikiki. 3 halves to 1.
Okay.
Are you still raging? I don't know, actually.
No, I'm not raging. It's not half.
Okay. All right. So 3. So you're down to
45.
horrible. Only 46.
46.
Still more than double me.
So this is a conversation.
Okay, great. So you guys all get to the safe area with Ratha. Moments later, a rock lands. It has a piece of paper tied around it.
I think that's for you, Kida.
Seems like. I'm gonna pick up the piece of paper and read it. Interesting.
I haven't even met this person yet, and I already hate him more than I've ever hated anyone in my life.
It's unfortunate that he's watching because it's like I could cast darkness and we all could like hide somewhere off to the side. But if he's watching, that's not gonna work.
Doesn't work quite as well.
No.
I'm wondering what he plans to do if he snuck in on our ship, or maybe he was already here.
Ratha, you think he was alone?
As far as I know, he was the only person who attacked me, and it seemed like he had been on the ship at least. I don't know when he got on, but he was hiding and was on the ship before I left. I think.
We need to wake up the professor so he can just go stomp up there and slug him in the face.
I was gonna ask if it was the professor at first until you were like, and then he stabbed me, and I was like, okay, well, probably
thinking the
not.
same
Crossbowed me. I forgot exactly.
Yeah.
It was crossbowed.
Can you message turned off automaton and they hear it?
Not if he's 400 feet up in the air.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's accurate.
Hey, I have an idea.
Oh dear.
Let's hear it.
Aezsh, did you
Yeah.
go into your ring and go
I
on
was
to the
thinking
ship
about
with
that.
When
Kida?
Kida can wear it.
I did actually think about that, but like, how do we hide me doing that?
Yeah.
Illusion.
Well,
We can say,
okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
here's another idea. I can follow them aboard. I can sneak onto the ship when they land it, and I can carry the ring with me.
If we're going down the elevator, how
Yeah. How are you gonna?
are you gonna do that?
I can hang from the side.
I think he can see with a bird's eye view, however.
Yeah, if he's sitting above us, he's gonna see that. I can also make one person invisible, but again, he's gonna see if one person just suddenly vanishes.
But I can cast minor illusion while you're doing that. If we coordinate that right, then
Aha.
if you can
That's-
make somebody who's likely to do some major damage, Grikiki, invisible.
Well,
So-
if it would be possible to minor illusion 2 people, you could go in the ring, and we could
Or-
turn her invisible.
I mean, I could turn someone invisible and then go in the ring, and the invisible person could wear the ring, and then
Ooh, I could duck behind something, and you could minor illusion me going down with you.
well, I think at that
What do
point
we
he would
think?
have to minor illusion everyone going down
Yeah,
with him.
we
We'd
can't-
be missing 3 people.
Well, we have 5 minutes, and this sounds arrogant and complicated. So I'm in. Let's.
Sounds like most of our plans.
So
to
is
be
the
honest.
plan get Kida aboard, obviously, but also Grikiki, invisible Grikiki, and me in the ring? Is that the plan?
Maybe it might be better if I wear the ring, just because I'm not sure.
Just in case
says he's
Grikiki
gonna
doesn't get aboard.
Yeah, he says he's going to give us our ship back, which means I don't know where he's going to go, where he's trying to take me.
That's true.
Not a big fan of this plan.
I'm all ears to a better one. I don't particularly enjoy being kidnapped, however. Don't like being murdered either.
If he's giving us our ship back,
How's he gonna do?
How is he getting off this rock?
Probably the other Antillans will come pick him up.
And that's assuming he's telling the truth in his note.
And doesn't just leave this rock with our ship and Kida.
Mm-hmm.
And assuming he's an Antillan. He said he was all cloaked in black.
Aezsh, are there any vessels that we could use to board while he's anything we could get into and pilot and do an in run and just get onto our bridge? We don't need the second ship after that.
Would I know if
Yeah, you do know, basically, except for the transport ship that came periodically, there weren't any vessels on the Illinois.
Yeah, they didn't really keep their own ships.
As an alternative,
stayed here.
Perhaps before worrying about how he would leave, if we were able to turn Grikiki invisible, maybe she could just knock him on the back of the head when he came down to get me.
Yeah, we don't. You can stop it all before it gets.
That's also true.
Well,
And
we don't
then
know that
we
he's
can-
going to get off himself. He's probably expecting Kida to come on board herself.
Could be.
Grikiki, if you get on, let's assume that you're not able to get in close enough to take a whack at him. Could you temporarily disable the spell jamming helm?
You are our engineer.
Can I think of a way to do that?
Yeah, that's definitely within your. I mean, you remember what it was like when you got it. Like, the thing was off axis. Like, Grikiki, you're pretty sure if you hit it hard enough and just dislodged it, the helm would be, broken for spell jamming purposes.
Yeah, I can disable it.
So Kida can stall and distract the guy, try to get him off the ship if you can. And you go in and break our ship.
Or him.
Incapacitate him first, but
yeah.
You guys hear boom, crash, and look out into the area more or less between you and the mine entrance. There is a piece of your ship that has been ripped off and dumped, and it is exploded all over the place.
What piece does it look like?
It looks like one of your weapons.
It appears that he doesn't care about our ship being put together anyways. So maybe just
another
punch him in the face.
rock drops. Another rock drops with a piece of paper wrapped around it.
Doesn't he understand that we have to say goodbye to our friend who's about to get sold into slavery? Like.
All right, so
let's just do this.
Let's do it.
Or the minor illusion plan. Now we don't have time.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the plan?
So Aezsh is going to cast invisibility on Grikiki as we're trying to make it look like we're going down the elevator, and Belloryn's helping us with some illusions.
Got it.
As we do that, Aezsh is casting invisibility on Grikiki and is himself going into his ring, which Kida is going to wear.
Okay, great. Who's doing the minor illusion?
I got it.
All right, give me a deception, Belloryn.
All right, that is 21.
Okay. So Aezsh is in his ring, which is on Kida,
Mm-hmm.
and then Grikiki's invisible. And everybody else is going down the platform? Okay.
Unfortunately.
Great. Okay. Okay, once the platform is down, platform crew, what are you guys doing?
We want to just go back up. He didn't say we had to stay down.
Yeah.
I mean, if we go up too early, then he just.
So this is Ratha. Ratha's your Falcon and Enid. And Belloryn, actually. Okay, all four of you. Yeah. You guys just going to hang out?
Gonna try to. I want to find a vantage point on this.
Yeah, that's actually going to be extremely challenging.
Okay.
Underground.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Right.
guess you weren't here last game. Yeah, we're underground now.
Okay.
We're all pretty banged up. We want to try and go to the med bay and see if we can find some medicine.
Feels here too. But I mean,
I already looked through that med bay, and yeah, you know what? Yeah, we can go there anyway.
I think we should maybe stay next to the elevator. That way we can go back up quickly.
You guys going to stay by the elevator?
We can stay by the
Yeah.
elevator.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So Grikiki, and then Aezsh, you're aware of what's happening around your ring. Is that true?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I can't communicate out of it, but I can hear
Right.
and everything that's
You can
going on
hear-
around it.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Kida, another, so a rock with a bag attached to it lands next to you this time with a piece of paper drawn. The ship, by the way, the ship has descended from about 400 feet down to about 200 feet.
Okay. What's on the? I pick up the paper. Okay, so I'm going to read this aloud so that Aezsh and Grikiki can hear it. Should I just message them or just read it?
You can just read it.
Okay. Drink this, don't fight it, or your friends will live the rest of their lives on this rock. It's the only way to save your friends. I'm assuming the bag is like a watering type. Thing?
No, it's a like a pouch, and you open it up and you see a metal flask in there.
Okay. I open up the metal flask and smell it.
Okay. It smells like vaguely medicinal.
Is it chloroform?
Give me a
Drinking
medicine check.
chloroform. Ugh, not a good one. That's a 5. I don't know what it is.
Smells medicinal.
Okay. Is there any way that I can fake drinking it?
You could certainly try to fake drinking it and do a deception check. You're not sure what the effects are supposed to be though, so I don't know what your plan is to mimic those effects.
That's fair. All right, gonna look around and be like, well, sure hope somebody has my back. And I'm gonna drink it.
Okay, you feel a slightly unpleasant tingling. Are you going to resist the tingling?
Tinkling, like in what sense?
Yeah, just like you feel like a little tingle.
Okay. Sure. I'll let myself get high on the catnip drug. Let's go.
Okay, great. Aezsh, would you say that your ring is a magic item?
I believe it is a magic item. I can check. Let me pull that up right quick. I have it up right here. I'm pretty certain the answer is yes. Sorry, I have that on this window. It's a tiny object. I can use it as a spellcasting focus, so it doesn't specifically say it's a magic item, but I'm assuming it, by all intents and purposes, it sounds like a magic item.
Okay, great. Kida is turned to stone. The gloves and the ring are not. Everything else on her is. the ship makes a pass around and begins to descend. And Aezsh, you can see, is that right? Or
I'm
just
not
hear?
entirely. I think I might only be able to. Yeah, I can only hear. I can't see.
Okay, got it. So you don't know what's happening.
Grikiki mutters, "Here we go." So.
Okay, great. Okay, so the ship lands a little bit a ways from you all. First of all, are you going to do anything at this point?
Grikiki?
Right, or anybody?
Grikiki's just going to be right next to Kida.
Okay, great. Okay, a rope gets tossed over the side of the ship, and a metal automaton creature hops down from the side of the ship. It looks like it's made of armor, and it's yeah, no, it is not. It is not Professor Oust. But it looks a lot like him, actually. It looks probably a lower generation, though. The creature, the thing looks around. Grikiki, give me a stealth check, please, with advantage.
Natural 20.
Ooh. What's your total then? Because I got a 19.
22.
Okay. Okay. The creature kind of looks around and walks up to towards Kida. It stops about 15 feet away and is looking around. Grikiki, it's looking right at your feet. You gonna do anything?
What would invisibility do for me if I climbed up the rope? Do I have any idea?
I mean, no one can see you, right? But this thing is apparently somewhat clocked that there's something where you're occupying space. So if you moved, you think that would potentially betray your position.
Okay. How tough does this guy look compared to Grikiki?
Give me perception insight or investigation. Your choice. Tell me which skill you're using.
I'm going to use perception.
Okay.
19 plus 3, 22.
Oh. Yeah, I mean he's made of metal. So, he's somewhat, dense. It's not like a large creature. It's basically human sized. So, I mean, it's hard to know until you swing your axe, but you think that if you did, you would be able to do some damage to him.
Oh, but then the guy on the ship would know. Okay, Grikiki's just going to hold still.
Okay, great. Okay, the metal creature approaches and picks up Kida, and without turning its back, because it like Grikiki, you think that it knows there's something going on, like there's something shenanigan-like, but it is not determined that that's the case. But it picks up Kida's statue and slowly backs away.
Can I walk behind him?
So you're basically it was walking towards Kida, kind of keeping its gaze more or less where you are, and picked up Kida and is now walking backwards. So you never had a point where it looked away from you, basically. So you certainly could try to move behind it, but again, that's just going to be a stealth perception contest.
How far away is the rope?
They landed about 50 feet away from you guys.
Okay. Gosh darn it. Okay. Did you have an idea, Ben?
Yes. So, is there a window I can see out of?
Where you are?
Yeah.
No, you guys are down in the station. You don't know what's going on up top.
Okay. Well then.
Did they see anything up the shaft?
No, because the shaft like looks pretty much straight up. Like all this action is happening off to the side.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys could potentially like scale the shaft and get to the surface through another mechanism, but that's going to be fairly time consuming and challenging.
And the elevator is pretty loud, right?
Yes, the elevator.
So if we rode it,
well,
like
yeah.
that,
Now that because
they
in its
hear.
non-powered like mechanical form, it's very loud.
Okay. No eyes, not good. So yeah, I wanted to try a little something, but
Yeah, we are deep underground.
Do I get the impression this thing can climb the rope without looking away from me?
Definitely not.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till he gets to the rope, hopefully, and then dash to it once he turns his back.
Got it. Okay. The creature backs up to it's actually about 5 feet away from the ship, and you see a black cloaked figure emerge on the top of the deck. It hops down next to the creature. It also looks around. Does not apparently spot you, Grikiki. It puts its hand on the machine creature, and you see a black portal open up briefly, and they step through it, and the portal closes.
Gosh, damn it. Okay, Grikiki's gonna dash anyway.
Okay, great. You get to the rope.
She dashes there and she slams her fist down on the ground and screams, and then climbs up the rope.
Okay. You get up the rope. You're gonna go on the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're on the bridge.
I will attempt to pilot it to the wherever we were that we picked people up last time.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
yeah.
Great. Okay. Give me a. How is Grikiki feeling right now? Like you punched the ground. What's going on with Grikiki?
Grikiki is devastated. There's only one other time in her life where she has failed this badly.
How is her focus on flying, do you think?
Poor.
Okay. All right. Give me a dexterity spelljamming check with disadvantage.
Gosh, well, that was a natural 20.
Oh.
That was an 11. So 11 plus 4, so 15.
Okay, great. You pilot the whistling meteor up. You get to the touchdown point. You lower down and you land.
Okay, Grikiki is going to run in to try to find the rest of them.
Okay, great. Okay, the four of you who are there, you hear some pounding feet, and you turn and you see Grikiki. Aezsh, you hear. Can you tell when the ring is moved? You just hear.
I mean, let's see. All it says is it's a very long clause that describes this space. While inside, you can hear the area around your vessel as if you were inside its space. That's literally all it says. Okay.
Okay, great. You hear like a scraping noise.
Did he hear the portal thing, or was that like just silent?
No, that was silent.
He's thinking to himself, that doesn't sound like they're climbing the rope.
Does not sound like rope climbing.
Does the space he's hearing sound in any way like it would be knowing what the base here is made of, like the floors are made of?
Right.
Does it sound like he's dragging something across, like something he's being dragged across the floor of the base, or is this?
It was just like a brief scraping noise.
Okay. He's just gonna try and figure out what in the world is going on, but he hasn't heard Grikiki attack or anything yet, so he's for the time being is remaining inside the ring.
Yep. Okay. You hear a tinking sound, which you've had this ring long enough. You identify as the ring being dropped onto a metal surface.
Is he hear any footsteps or anyone walking nearby it?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, he heard the footsteps of the automaton creature like walking around. You continue to hear those. The quality has changed. It sounds like they're walking on wood now.
Okay. Does it sound like they've walked away from the ring?
So after you hear that tinkling sound of the ring falling on what you perceive to be metal, you hear a like a metal on metal clanging sound, and then a latching sound.
Okay. Can he tell like how far away from his ring that sound is being made? Any clue?
Yeah, like right there, like a couple inches away.
Okay, he's gonna wait until that's gone before he comes out of the ring. Like until that's not like immediately right next to him.
Okay, great. Okay, rest of the group. Yeah, Grikiki comes around the corner.
Grikiki has like tears streaming down her face, and like her face is flushed, and she's like, I lost her! I lost Kida! Oh, come on, somebody say something.
No.
I'm a cat.
Out of character, I was distracted by Kara's comment. Because I was all set to be like, no.
Ratha will roar in anguish.
Oh, you're still a cat? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean you lost them?
The robot could see me, and they got in a portal, and they didn't even get back on the ship. I got the ship, but they took Kida.
What about Aezsh?
He's still with her. He's still in the ring. But I don't know where they went.
All right, Belloryn is the thing with all the static and the Jacob's Ladder electricity when he gets all pissed off is super happening. He's not saying any words. He's just gesturing towards the ship and walking up the gangplank.
Gyrfalcon is following along, and his normal bloodlust has been elevated to over 9,000 levels.
Great.
The ship is one thing, the crew is another.
Okay, you guys get back on the Whistling Meteor. So Aezsh, okay, you hear all these sounds, something latching. You're going to come out of the ring?
Yeah, once it sounds like those sounds aren't happening like right next to the ring, he's going to pop out of the ring and take a very quick like, what is around me?
Got it. Okay. When you exit the vessel, you appear in the unoccupied space closest to it.
Yeah.
Which is fortunate that you don't appear in the space the ring is in.
Where is the ring?
The ring is in a safe.
Oh, goodness.
Which, if you had emerged in, we would have had a pulped Aezsh. But you emerge adjacent to this safe. You're on a ship you do not recognize immediately. It's definitely not the Whistling Meteor. You're in someone's stateroom. You appear next to this small safe that's on top of a dresser. There is a bed here. There is a door leading out.
Do I see Kida anywhere?
You do not see Kida anywhere.
Okay. Does this safe look like something that he could get open without breaking it?
It's possible, but it's unlikely without thieves' tools.
Okay. Okay. In that case, he's gonna leave the ring there for now. That's not his main concern right now. He's gonna take out from his like a pocket in his vest. he's gonna pull out like a similar little crystal to the one that Enid carries, which is his like backup spell casting focus.
Oh, right. Okay, got it.
Because the ring is normally his spell casting focus.
Right. Yes. Good job having a backup. Okay, those of you on the Whistling Meteor, who's piloting?
Me.
I am pilot, or
Dear Falcon?
you're fucking yeah. You go ahead and pilot. I am in captain's chair, highly agitated.
All right. What's the plan?
Earlier when we were talking to, I forget who, but didn't we get some, because Kida asked someone about the slave trade, didn't we get maps to where slaves were sold?
Yes.
You guys have a abbreviated map of the Antillan Empire, specifically focusing on prison colonies and forced work sites.
Yeah, that we got from Captain Mendez, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Is there any way of telling what Kida would end up going to, like based off of Kida? Is she more work site, or do people want her in their house?
Give me a intelligence history check, Enid.
Yep. Intelligence is not great.
The
6.
story of our party.
What'd you get?
6.
6. Okay, yeah. You do not know the inner workings of the Antillan Empire. As far as you know, you guys have only encountered 2 Antillans. One, the one that like Kida ran up to, basically, and it was like, "Hi," and then the one who hired the sleepers to nab the tabaxi coming from Andrel.
From the captain's chair, I'll say if we can get to a slave trading outpost, then I can do my my business thing, and I think I can have a look at their records and learn a bit about the organization.
You guys brought Theo on board, presumably.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, Aezsh, so you're in this stateroom. You leave the ring there for now. You have your replacement focus.
Yeah, I have my crystal. With his one remaining spell slot, he is going to cast invisibility on himself before attempting to go snooping around and find Kida.
Great. Okay. So that's that. Okay. You cast invisibility on yourself. You're gonna open the door here.
As quietly as I can, yeah.
Yep. Give me a stealth check.
All right. That is a 14.
Okay, great.
Do I get any bonuses for being invisible, or is it? I forget which way it is, if it's advantage on the stealth or disadvantage. I think it's disadvantage on being perceived.
Right. Yep. Okay, you quietly open the door. It opens onto a short corridor. There's another door basically mirrored to yours to your left, and then there's another door across the hall.
Do I hear anyone stirring or in any
Give
of
me
these
a
doors?
perception. Give me a perception check, yeah.
21.
Wow.
Rolled a 17 plus 4.
Nice. Yeah. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I need to open this with a better image viewer. You just hear like normal ship sounds. It doesn't sound like anybody's walking around right now.
Okay. Based off of Aezsh's very limited like experience on spacefaring vessels, does he have any idea which one of these might be most logically like a cargo hold? Or
Yeah. So your impression is that this vessel is not very large. And to that end, you're not sure where storage would be.
okay, he's gonna go over to. You said
Usually it's not, sorry, the Whistling Meteor is pretty small as well. The Whistling Meteor is a little bit unusual in that it has storage on the same deck as quarters and the crew. Like it's all one deck. On this ship, you also have the impression it's fairly small. Usually cargo's on a different level than quarters.
Gotcha. Okay, you said what? So what are the doors that are on this level again? You said there were 2.
Yeah, there's another one immediately to your left on the same wall, and then there's a door opposite where you are.
Okay. He's gonna turn and can he look through the keyhole of the one on the left immediately to his left? Is there a keyhole
there
he can
aren't
look
any
through?
locks on these doors.
Okay. He's going to very quietly open the door immediately to his left, just a crack to kind of peer in and see what's inside that door.
Yeah. You crack it open, you peer in, and you have dark vision, so that works. It's unlit. You see 3 statues in here, including Kida.
Okay, he's gonna like slip into the room and close it behind him.
Okay.
And go over and like tap on Kida.
She is a stone. You notice that she does not have her gloves on, and obviously doesn't have the ring.
Yeah. Are the gloves anywhere nearby?
You do not see them.
Okay. And I didn't see them in the room where I popped out, did I?
You did not.
Okay. If he had to guess, he's gonna guess they're in the safe with his ring. But okay, he's gonna, seeing that Kida is not responsive, he's gonna sneak back out the door. Assuming there's only, is this the only entrance to this room, presumably?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. He's gonna go over there and look again cautiously, just crack open the one that was across on the other side.
Okay, yeah. There are also a couple of portholes, both in the stateroom that you were in, as well as the room that you were just in.
Okay. Actually, in that case, can he peek out one of those before he goes to the other room? Are we still above Zanzivis?
You see asteroid field, and you have the impression that this ship is flying through the asteroid field. It is not still around Zanzivis IX. Okay, let's jump to the Whistling Meteor. Okay, you guys lift off from Zanzivis IX. What's the plan?
I'm thinking find the nearest Antillan outpost and with Belloryn's courtier skills, he's going to start snooping around in the organization and see where the major auctions might be.
So Belloryn, between you and Grikiki, you realize the Antillan Empire is on the far side of the sphere from where you guys are right now. The Rock of Brawl you're definitely going to hit the Rock of Brawl before you hit the Antillan Empire. And obviously, you are well acquainted with the fact that the Rock of Brawl is a major slave trading hub.
Yes. Okay, that may be the way to go. If we're on the Rock of Brawl, I do not need to be conspicuous. Like, at all.
Okay.
Kiki, still sort of tearful, shakes her head like she has no idea what you just meant.
Grikiki, he needs to not be recognized as much as possible.
Are Kida's ninja clothes still on the?
Yeah, she was. What was she wearing on the asteroid? She probably didn't have her like costume on, did she?
No, I don't think so. I think I was just wearing like my normal clothes.
Your regular monk's robes things, yeah. So her ninja outfit and her disguise are on the ship. So
I'm going to see if it's even sort of a fit
for Belloryn.
So that I don't get snatched up when we go to the Rock of Brawl to figure out what's going on. Because I mean, we'll have a party full of slaves in like 18 different places. That's not good.
I think a man in ninja clothes 2 sizes too small might be conspicuous.
Not on Brawl. It's a weird place.
I think I wrote down how tall I am. How tall are you?
I'm a half elf, so probably like 5'7". Yeah, 5'7".
Okay, Kida's 5'10", so you're actually a little bit shorter.
Okay, yeah, I can make it. It'll be extra baggy, and I'll add a Brawl style frills.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Okay, Aezsh. So yeah, you've determined that you're flying through an asteroid field. What's the plan from here?
So seeing that he's not above Zanzivis, he's slightly panicking, and realizing that, like, okay, just getting back off this ship is not the solution right now. So he's going to try to go down. He's going to try and find wherever the cargo level is and see if there's a spot that he can like stow away.
Okay.
For now.
So, I see what you're saying.
Like he's worried he might have to be here longer than this invisibility is going to last, and he might have to find a place to do that before the invisibility goes away.
Yeah. Give me insight or investigation.
I'll do an investigation. 11.
Okay. So you're cruising around this ship. You still have that 21 on your stealth check, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that what you rolled? Okay.
I think.
Okay. You are on a small jammer class vessel. You find, so there are there's a stateroom that you were just in, the storage room here. You find a galley on this same floor. And then there's 2 ladders going down. Going down the ladders takes you to the bridge. Here you see this man who abducted both of you, I suppose, now at this point. It is a human. He's dressed all in black. He has a rapier on him. He also has a hand crossbow on his person. You also see on the bridge there is this automaton creature. And then behind the bridge is a storage area. And then outside of that is an open deck. And then there's also top level, an observation deck that is basically just open. So it's a pretty small ship. Not a lot of places to go.
Not a lot of spots to hide. Okay. So you said the storage area is like right behind the bridge?
Right.
Okay. Aezsh is going to head back up into the upper area because this doesn't seem to be an especially fruitful place to hide, especially not being so close to them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing up on the observation deck either. It's just,
it's just open deck.
Open, exactly. Right.
What else was in the room with Kida other than, you said there were several other statues?
Yes, there were 2 other statues. There was you didn't really look at them in much closeness, to be honest. They were humanoid.
Okay. Aezsh is going to go back up into the room with Kida. So were they, and take another look at those as well that are stone. Are they tabaxi as well?
No, one is a half elf and the other is a human.
Okay. And what else is in this room with the statues?
Really nothing.
It's I'm assuming it's a fairly small room as well. Yeah.
It is a pretty small room. Yeah. You think that it would not be hard to get behind one of these statues so that at least at a casual glance, nobody would notice that you were in here.
Okay, he's gonna try and hide behind there because he probably doesn't have a ton of time left on his invisibility lasts for I think
it's an hour. Yeah,
an hour. So I don't know how long it's taken him to like stealthily go around the ship and all.
Yeah, I mean, not a full hour, but you're using up time for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna hide in there and start. Okay, so I have one question before I do this. So the safe. How big was the safe that the ring was in?
It was pretty small, maybe a foot square, cube.
Okay. And was it just like metal, or what was it made of?
Yeah, it seemed to be metal, maybe lead.
In Aezsh's pseudo-scientific approximation, what would happen if like a giant pile of stuff just suddenly appeared inside that thing? As in, like, if he resummons, what he's thinking about is if he does, he can do a 1 hour ritual and resummon a new ring, and the old one is destroyed and everything that's in it just like, which includes like a whole bunch of rations, Enid's poor violin, a whole bunch of extra clothes. He had, because I don't know if you remember, but back when he was still planning on lying to his parents about the graduation, he bought like the big graduation robes for that other college.
Oh, yeah.
Stuffed in there.
Uh-huh. Yep.
He's got a whole bunch of stuff. I think Belloryn might have left some of his like getaway bag stuff in there. So there's like a whole bunch of stuff. If that just like, would it like blow open that?
It's plausible. Safe? Yeah, it's certainly plausible.
Okay, he's gonna try and he's gonna go hide behind the statues and start. He's gonna take a short rest and try and in that short rest resummon his ring, because that's one of the clauses. You can do it during a short rest.
Yep. Okay, Meteor Crew. Where are you guys plotting a course for somewhere?
Well, I wanted to ask Belloryn, a portal like that, do you think their ship could be anywhere near us? Like, how far could a portal like that transfer somebody? Do you know a spell like that?
Oh, Grikiki saw it. Yeah, so she can describe it. Give me an Arcana check with advantage if Belloryn and Enid put their brains together.
All right.
Both of us are just Belloryn.
I've got a 15.
15. You don't think it was teleport. It sounds more like the description of a spell called Dimension Door, which you do know has a not particularly long range.
Okay. I explain this and say, I mean, really what we're looking at is if we move, maybe we can run up on something. But I feel like if we plot a course to Brawl, we're at least heading towards information.
How far is the radar that the Whistling Meteor has?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's, several miles. Again, mostly intended to detect shields and weapon status. Oh yeah, I don't know if Grikiki's inventoried the ship yet, but you see a big hole where one of the weapon generators was ripped out and dumped onto the asteroid.
Does it look like something she can patch in any way?
The whole thing. I mean, if you guys go back and pick it up, you might be able to repair it, but it dropped from 300 feet and smashed into many, many pieces. Oh, and there's bugs all over it.
Awesome. Is there any way to just sort of patch that hole so it's not a problem and then we can deal with it a little later?
Yep, definitely.
Grikiki is going to rage and kill all of the bugs.
Those are on the planet, on the asteroid.
Oh, on our old stuff. I thought they were on the whole.
Oh no.
They're
never mind.
No,
Yeah,
nothing to kill.
Grikiki will not rage. She will
Help
just
each other.
patch the ship.
Do we have any weapons? That you said
do,
that was part of the weapons.
Yeah, you guys had 2 beam generators, so you have 1 now.
Okay.
So I say we just start flying as fast as we can and see if we can find them.
And
Can do.
and those of us who cast spells, I would recommend that we shift long rests and be combat ready ASAP and stay that way.
I definitely
Okay.
need some rest, so Ratha's gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, Ratha goes first because she's all messed up.
Okay, so Aezsh, if the vessel is destroyed, vessel vanishes.
Destroyed or you lose it, you can perform an hour ceremony to get it back.
If the vessel is destroyed, every object stored there harmlessly appears in the unoccupied space closest to the vessel. So it would basically.
So it doesn't. It just dumps all over the room.
Exactly. Right. Yep. Yep.
That'd be pretty conspicuous.
Yeah. Do you still want to do that?
But maybe there'd be something you could crack the safe with.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what Aezsh would do in this moment.
Cry because Enid's not there? How can they function without each other, honestly?
It's a tough call.
It is a tough call.
Back on the Meteor, Theo. Theo has some time to tell you guys what happened to Zanzivis IX.
Yeah, that's happening too.
He says basically that over the months preceding the attack, he noticed that the security forces were slowly being drawn down, like transferred somewhere else. So that on the day of the attack, there weren't any security forces on Zanzivis IX, and 2 Dominion ships came upon the colony and attacked it. Mind flayers poured out with their thralled slaves. They attacked people. They took some prisoners. He and Mark fled to the mine as one of the safest places they could think of. He went to sleep near some Beb sites and woke up, with this starting to be infected by this purple energy stuff. There's this horrible monster that came around a few days later and killed Mark. And then he noticed over the next month or so, more and more bugs were appearing on the surface that he could see kind of through the window of the mine shaft doors. He found that he didn't need to eat or drink, and that he just seemed to be sustained.
Dude.
Sustained by this website. He says that they also they actually did come into the mine, and he and Mark hid. They took all the mining equipment that was down here, including the lightning cannon. Enid.
They took that. I thought that was going to be tough. Okay, the mind flayers took that?
Yep. Yeah, the Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
And he's basically been stuck down there ever since.
You know anything about the words the Aryan or Agapios?
No, he does not.
Okay. I'm glad you're safe, Theo.
He says that they came upon him and they left him for dead because he had lost a leg, and they assumed that he was going to bleed out, presumably, and that he wasn't worthwhile as a slave. But the rock that crushed his leg must have occluded the artery enough for him to stabilize. So That's how he was able to survive.
With the purple crackling magic-y things going on with him, does that like magically, does that kind of feel like a similar incident that happens with Aezsh and Enid?
Ish, but definitely different. So the lightning cannon, was designed to mine this stuff out. So like the energy was similarly attuned to the Bebsite, but the Bebsite, it's the energy itself is materially different than that of the lightning cannon.
Okay.
The library. I just remembered the library. If nothing else, we can go there and find out where they are.
Belloryn has all kinds of static crackles. It's like, yeah, that information's expensive. Very, very, very expensive, and not necessarily what you want.
I see.
No price is too high to find out where they went.
Let's table that for right now, because the price could be apocalypse.
Fine.
Well, let's figure.
Okay, last resort.
Super last resort.
All right, then I'm just gonna keep flying towards Brawl.
Okay. Okay, Aezsh, are you gonna do anything besides just try to evade capture on this little ship?
When he went downstairs, did the guy who was in black, did he look injured at all from whatever Ratha did?
No.
Like, because does that look like the guy who Ratha was fighting or was describing fighting?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that Ratha was fighting him so much as getting repeatedly shot by him.
I see. That was this, but this is the person who ambushed Ratha, presumably.
Seems to match the description. Yeah, the man in black.
Okay. Okay. So I have no earthly idea if this would work in any way, shape, or form, but Aezsh is going to, in desperation, while he's in this like very dark room with all these statues, try in whatever way he can to reach out to his patron and see if he can get any kind of response.
Yeah, so Aezsh, just for free, you know that this is going to require some source of water. Otherwise, there's really no conduit to Meliandra.
Okay. Can he open up his book with the like weird watery middle bit and like stick his hand in there?
Sure. Yeah. What is Aezsh thinking? What are you kind of channeling or hoping for with this desperate attempt at contact?
He is just desperately hoping for some way to get himself and Kida back off this thing, even if it's back onto Brawl or onto Zanzivis. He's just desperately hoping for any help his patron can give him, in either in getting them back to his friends at the Whistling Meteor, or somehow a way to take control of this ship, because he's 100% not confident that he could take this ship by himself.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Does he have any idea how he might do that?
It's not really Aezsh's thing.
He's gonna sit and ponder that one for a second. If you want to cut back to the others,
Yeah,
he's gonna need.
yeah.
I'm gonna need a minute to think on that one for him.
Okay, Whistling Meteor Crew, are you guys doing anything remarkable besides? Oh, so remember when you guys plotted the course from Brawl to Zanzivis IX? There were
We're
2
taking the shortcut.
routes.
Shortcut.
And that's not even a question. We're taking the shortcut.
Shortcut.
Yeah. Okay, that was my question.
We got this.
So is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, Grikiki plots in the shortcut to Brawl through uncharted, unknown space filled with who knows what horrors. Kida is in stone form in the hold of this small jammer with this bounty hunter. Aezsh is hiding behind the statues, occasionally sneaking food and water, and things are looking grim.
Sam, as much of a Boba Fett fan as you are, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, this is gonna be very interesting.
Great.
Ah.
You know, if my character was going to get stoned, this is not how I hoped it would go.
More like Grikiki with the brownies at the beginning of the
Yeah.
game.
Aezsh, you gotta save those gloves and Kida. They're brand new.
It worked a long time with those
Magic gloves glow on a magic glove tree.
Oh man.
I did forget. I was going to mention at the beginning of the game that there may be character death or TPK on the table, more so than usual today.
Well,
Oh boy.
I'm glad we got not the worst outcome.
Yeah, worst outcome was being left on Zanzivis IX if you guys had fucked around too much.
Yeah, that would have been a real problem.
Yeah.
Getting
A very
stranded
real
there.
danger with us.
Yes. Yeah. It's like we can try and figure this out. Meanwhile, ship gets torn apart. Quick, unrelated question. Do I get the benefits of a long rest while I'm
Of course. Yeah.
Great, awesome.
Oh, good.
I'm just
Is
gonna
Kida
put
aware
myself
that-
back up at full health.
Is
Yeah,
Kida aware that Aezsh is there? I don't know how much
Yeah.
awareness
Is
she
this
has
a-
of her
Is
surroundings.
this an I have no mouth and I must scream kind of thing?
I assume I'm just like basically unconscious.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So next game, Sam and or Kara, if you wants to play Theo, he actually has some character classes because of his infection with the website. Or if one of you wants to play another character temporarily, we can.
I'm so sad. I don't even know how to play Enid.
Did we make your bad night better, Renee?
Well, yes.
Did we help? Are we
Yes.
helping?
Yeah.
No, it's helping, isn't it?
Enid's having a horrible night.
Just shift
Renee.
tragedies to D&D and life is good.
We have reached the extra erratic Enid phase of the campaign.
Oh, boy.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
Enid could do
wants-
anything now.
we've separated the codependent people in the party. This is gonna go great.
She's gonna have panic attacks every night. She's like, I don't know what to do.
It's just all screaming voices
And
all
remember,
the time.
Enid,
Oh my god!
Enid only eats from Aezsh's plate, so Enid's now going to starve.
Oh, I thought she
So-
was testing his food for poison.
That, but then she refuses to eat her own food. Like,
Oh
it's
my
also
God.
the only
She won't
food
eat
she
her food.
eats.
Oh my god!
She was testing his food for poison, but then that's all she eats.
God.
Belloryn is going to set the table for Aezsh
Now you're
and
gonna
say
get crying fits.
either eat it or don't. That's his food.
So you're basically acting like the 15-year-old that you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? That's the thing. Like everyone's a teenager on this ship except Belloryn.
Yeah.
It might as well
All
be.
of
Yeah.
the teachers in this group can co-sign.
We need to wake up the professor. We need an adult.
Please.
Oh yeah, somebody can play Jeremiah. I totally forgot. He's been updating his software. So he's been in reboot mode.
The firmware update is
Wait.
completed.
Jeremiah's a PS3?
Yeah,
He is
Kira,
not
Kira,
backwards
if you want to
compatible.
play Jeremiah, I can play Theo. Since
Sure,
I know a little
yeah.
more about his backstory.
Yeah,
I
he
was gonna
does
say
know
it'd
a
be
lot more
more
about
story
backstory.
appropriate for you to play him. I
What
can
is
do
it?
my
Yeah, I'm
best
down with that.
robot impression.
Because
The
Enid
key-
will 100% start an apocalypse, so we better find a different answer fast. All
Yeah,
I'm gonna
for
say. She's got little patience. Like she's gonna head straight to the library unless somebody else has other suggestions.
Nope.
Well,
nope.
Enid has a solution. She has a nuclear option.
Yeah.
I wondered about that.
Oh, boy.
Sure, I forgot about the nuclear option.
Now I understand why you were asking for my most recent character sheet, and you were like, "I might need it." And I was like, "Oh God, oh, God."
I might need it to ball up into a little ball on
Yeah,
camera.
it's great.
Bro.
Yeah, Kida's gonna hopefully see y'all out of her coma in like however many weeks.
Oh, real quick while I got you guys. So while it was still a slow week at work, I kind of was coming up with ideas for other characters for other possible campaigns. And what do you guys think about the idea of 2 concurrent campaigns running competitively?
It's kind of
Do what?
happening.
Like in the same world?
Yes.
It's
That is
kind of
basically
happening.
what we're doing in the other game.
Well, we're parallel
It's not
universes in
competitive.
the
Yeah.
It's
other
parallel
world.
universes. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about.
We're not competitive per se, but we're not competitive.
I am talking. My idea is you have literally an evil to neutral group of characters and a good to neutral group of characters that are both
Oh, I see.
Uh,
Going in.
that are both working towards the same thing.
And
Interesting.
the opposite. Interesting.
Say
I really
based
want
on
the Pi
our
Squared groups to fight.
just like an out of character pi squared off.
That's what I want. It doesn't relate to canon. It doesn't matter if you die in that because it's like Planet Hulk. You come up there for a tournament and then you're fine. Like it's not canon.
Fuck you guys up.
You honestly probably.
But I still want it.
Well, they
Pi
wouldn't.
squared late is going down.
I'm
You
a
gotta-
10-year-old in that.
Wow.
Little tiny man waiting for you in the
15-year-olds.
bushes.
So speaking of Sam, Renee, do you guys want to share what?
Oh, are you okay with us sharing that?
Sure.
With
I think
So-
at this
what-
point.
Yes. So well, because like did the other Pi Square group get there? Because we didn't think
They haven't gotten to all the doors, but they're gonna have a different door to open.
Interesting.
Okay.
So my dudes, my guys, something amazing happened last Sunday in the Pi Squared Sigma, whatever nonsense. So we went ghost hunting, right? And we found a door that magically appeared in a house that doesn't belong in that house. So of course we go through it, and we go through it. We
Eventually
walk.
find magical doors.
Yeah.
Many.
Yeah, we go down a pit. Doesn't matter. We go all the way down to the bottom of this pit, and we find like a room full of like magical doors. And we found some before, and like you open them, and they kind of bring you to different places. For example, one was kind of like a lavender door. You opened it up, and there's like this pretty little garden with lavender tint coming out, and a beautiful night sky with a gigantic moon and the devil. But that's neither here nor there. So close that door. And then eventually we find this one door that's labeled the Hunter.
But in
And we
some
o-
crazy language that we had to use comprehend languages
Yeah.
to read.
And we open the door, and the door is like we look through the door and we're looking through the perspective of somebody. We can see their hands, and they're flying a spell jamming ship, and they look over to the right and we can see their gaze shift, and they see our ship with us on our ship with the Ladrin
With the
crystal
sphere
ball
on
lady
And they
pushing
watch
her
us push it off the ship and then go to follow us as we leave.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
And that door was labeled the Hunter.
God.
Oh my
Oh
Damn
my
it.
God.
So Yeah. As soon as this happened, I was like, oh no, I know
That's-
exactly who this is.
It's the hunter. He's here. He's
The
hunted.
hunter is here. Yeah.
Hmm.
We were basically looking through his eyes as he was flying the ship and observe. He was watching us back then.
Yeah.
And like when we went to
Beady
leave,
little
when we like
eyes.
pushed the Ladrin lady off the thing and flew away, he flew to follow us. So he's been tailing us since at least then.
It was like a
I
week ago, so
I'm glad he didn't get on our ship at Brawl because I was trying to imagine like how dense are we that there's been just this extra person on our ship.
for like 3
Pretty
weeks and
dumb.
did
He
nothing.
tailed
Our
us. He
intelligence is
tailed
not
us to
high.
Zanzivis.
It's true.
Well, Aezsh is hoping right now that that is a possible thing. So,
Right? Yeah. If they're checking their
Very
air levels, they're going to be like, "Why is our air getting depleted
Down
so
really fast.
quickly?"
I had a
it's
question.
going
What
twice
Do
as
rocks
fast.
breathe?
was happening? Huh. We have a leak somewhere? I had a question about the nuclear option. What were the exact wordings Mr. Mann said about it?
You can
Just
rewatch the
nuclear
video, I
option.
suppose.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that I posted. All right, I'll
Yep.
figure that out. Very tempted with the nuclear option. So apocalypse or nuclear? We'll find out.
How is everyone doing? I want to check in, make sure
Scared.
nobody's super distressed. Yeah.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Very nervous.
I mean,
Doing okay, but very nervous.
Yeah. Not great being turned to stone.
it's not. I'm gonna be honest.
Or being stranded,
These
being
edible-
alive
Unwi-
on.
an
We're letting
unwitting
the ship get
stowaway.
taken.
Failing at
Potential
your
big
one
bad
ostensible role in the party.
Yeah,
Not knowing how to act as
Kind
your
of a
own
bummer.
person.
that plan didn't work out so well.
It was a good plan.
It was a good plan.
was a
Honestly,
good plan.
Yeah.
that was the plan I expected you guys to go with.
Decisions, not outcomes. Just because the outcome was bad doesn't mean we made a bad decision. It was a
Yeah,
very good
the-
plan.
There was just the one part of it that was so reliant on the bones, and that's every good plan I've ever had. The bones has screwed me on. I mean, that's 25 years of gaming, and so
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
they are evil. The bones.
I mean, especially like Grikiki rolled well though,
Yeah,
but
like-
Yeah.
but so
Yeah, I
did
had
the
a
bad
22.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't think what she could have done differently without losing us the entire ship.
Right.
So
And
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
couldn't really estimate how strong the other guys were was the
Right.
other thing. So it's
Well,
like
I mean, if it
the
had
idea
just been
overhead.
about killing the robot, Grikiki would have just gone for it, even if it would have
Right.
killed her. But then the guy would have just taken the
Stranded,
tabaxi and left with
yeah.
our ship. So
right.
Right.
if
Well-
if it had been the other guy, oh yeah, totally, I would just murder him. But
I feel like this is a good example of O'Toole's law.
just
What's that?
Murphy was an optimist.
I don't know. Nobody died, and we didn't TPK. So
Right?
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
the ring
good start.
ended up being a good call.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that was brilliant. And yeah, we have someone on the inside. We're all
Well,
alive.
I very much
Hopefully.
disagree. But
For
great.
now.
Until he gets
Yeah,
discovered.
Kara's living status, I'd say.
gonna
Kara's living
say-
status is plus minus.
Until the statue is broken. Theoretically, they didn't want to sell her as a statue. There has to be some option.
Hopefully.
I mean, modern
Presumably we
art,
can
people like
unstone
it.
her. But
We just put her
yeah,
on roller
I'm worried if
skates and bring
Aezsh
her
gets
around with us.
found.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you
Yeah.
could do like some sort of arcana check on like why am I stone?
Like how
Uh,
long
Hey,
does this
don't lie.
last?
Why stone?
Why stone?
So,
How statue?
Final
Why not?
Fantasy players, we need a soft.
oh yeah.
How
Yeah.
long does this stone last? How
Yeah.
long stone is a better question, I think.
You just gotta find the stone juice and sneak it into their drinks. And the automaton
You know, honestly-
just,
That's what I was thinking, actually.
Oh,
and
that's
screw
an
his
idea.
joints.
Great
I
idea.
don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I was waiting. You know, the bounty hunter was waiting for a time when you guys would split up or something where he could, you
He
know,
would
get an
never
upper
do that.
hand.
Mm,
What's that? because obviously, against all whatever 7 of you, it wouldn't have worked out. So when you had
Right.
Ratha split off, he's like, "Oh, great." His original plan was take Ratha hostage and then do a hostage swap. But then Ratha turned to this moorhound and just took off, and he was like, "Well, shit. Oh, but they left this ship here."
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah. All in all, I think we handled it about as well as I think we could have. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you're faced. It's tough when you're faced with smart baddies.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
And ones with dimension door.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ones with tons of magic items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, friends, it is supper time.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Thanks for the game, you guys.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for getting that was fun.
Bye.
See you in a couple weeks.
See ya.
Yep.
Bye.
Some of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.